on, guys, and welcome to Your Favorite Nikki. Today's video is a story time. Yay! So as you guys know, John and I won a contest with this app called Wisher, and before Christmas we went to London, Bangkok, and Tokyo and had this fun vacation adventure. It was more of an adventure. I call it that because there wasn't a ton of relaxing. We were like boom, 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 stopping everywhere, going to all these different places because we were only in each city for about 2 days. And so we were trying to see everything in just 2 days. So it was like this crazy whirlwind thing. Anyway, our first stop on this tour was London. And we decided to have a meetup in London because we know we have a good amount of viewers in the UK. And we were really excited. We promoted this meetup on like all of our channels, on Pranksters in Love, on Nikki and John Vlog. John uploaded a video to this channel, you might have saw it, and John did it on his channels also. So super excited, and this was like the first time we've ever done anything like this, had a meetup outside of like Vlogger Fair or something like that. So the meetup, it kind of ended up being like a little last minute when we pinpointed the details, but it ended up being a pretty good turnout, and we're really happy with it, and we're happy that we got to meet a bunch of our fans, and yeah, that was just awesome. Originally, Wisher said that they were gonna provide security for us for our meetup, but then they ended up saying that they didn't want to do that. So John and I hired some private security for our meetup. Now I'm saying this because it comes into the story later, and it's not like we think we're the biggest thing, like super celebrities, that we have to have security or anything like that. It's just, it was more of a better safe than sorry thing, because we did announce this meetup like all over the internet, like who knows who could have heard about it, and the reality is things have happened to some YouTubers, so we just felt more comfortable having security there, because especially as parents now, our #1 goal is to get home safely to our daughter. And we didn't think that anything would happen. Whenever we meet our fans are always awesome, super nice. Again, it was just like a better safe than sorry thing. Make sure we get home to Iris at the end of the day. So we had security at our meetup, and they were sitting like in the crowd, so they weren't noticeable. They were being kind of like incognito during this meetup. We had our meetup at the Picture House, Piccadilly Square. Like I said, it was a pretty good turnout. People were lined up, and then we kind of just formed a circle, and we were chatting with everyone and just like, getting to know our viewers who went out of their way to come and meet us, and that was like so cool. We were super, super excited. Like, if any of you guys are watching who came to our meetup, hi, it was awesome meeting you. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of our meetup, some guy comes up to me and he grabs my arm and he's like, "Hi, Nikki, I was sitting in the crowd there. I'm really shy. I want to talk to you." And this guy's like trembling, shaking so hard. He's like, I'm like, "Oh, okay," like thinking he's just nervous or something. So I come over, I'm like, "Hi, how are you? Don't be nervous to come and say hi. We love meeting our viewers." And this guy's like, "Oh, well, yeah, it's so great to meet you, and I just wanted you to know that I love you." And I was like, "Oh, thank you," like being nice. And he goes, "No, like, I love you, like, I'm in love with you." I go, "Oh, okay," like giggling, still trying to be nice because this person is a viewer, so I think. And he goes, "Yeah, I love you so much, like, I love you." Meanwhile, he's like shaking hardcore this whole time. And he goes, "I don't like John though." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, I like John, we're a couple." And he's like, "I hate John. I don't like that he pranks you. I don't like that he's mean to you. Like, I love you so much, and you deserve so much better, and you deserve to be treated so much better." And John's over here thinking like, "Oh no, one of these guys." Because we do get comments like that sometimes. Like, some people will not like that John pranks me and don't really get like, "Hey, I prank John too. It's part of our thing." So I don't really know what to think when this is happening, because I'm like, okay, maybe this person is just like, his reality is a little bit out of touch, but I'll still try to be nice because I don't ever want to like hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm trying to let him down gently, and I say, no, like I really do love John and he is good to me most of the time. We just like to pull pranks on each other. Sometimes it's a way to spice up our relationship and we have fun. And he goes, well, would you ever consider leaving John for me? And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is getting really weird. And I said, no, John and I love each other. He's the father of my daughter. And this guy is just going like on and on, like, I want to take you away. I want to take you away from him. And I don't really know what to think. Plus I'm jet lagged at this time too, so my brain is kind of like, durr, like I don't really know how to react to this. What is going on here? And then he reaches into his pocket and he opens up his wallet and he goes, look, I'm really rich. I can take care of you. Let me take you away from John. Like, look how much money I have. Like, we could have a whole life together. And in his wallet, he has like 4,000 pounds in there, which I'm not sure what the exact conversion is, but that's like $6,000. And I'm just like, this is getting super, super weird. What the heck? And I'm looking around at the people who came to meet us, and the look on all their faces is just like, oh my gosh, they all look so concerned. And yeah, it was just like so awkward. I didn't know how to handle it. And then our security guard notices that things are getting a little weird. This is getting to be too much. And he comes over and he puts his arm around the guy and pulls him aside, and he's like talking to this person. And still I'm like out of it because I was caught so off guard by this experience. I don't know if I seemed weird to my viewers after that. I'm just kind of like, oh, what the heck just happened here? And you can hear our security guard like in the background. He's talking to this guy. He's like, I'm sorry, man, but you're a nutter. What do you think that you're doing here? And he's like showing him the money in his wallet. He's like, who walks around with 4,000 pounds? And then we're trying to continue our meetup after that. And then finally the guy comes back and he goes like, oh, by the way, this was a prank. And I went, what? Okay, cause you totally had me fooled. Cause this guy's just like shaking hardcore. I thought that he might seriously have some mental problems. And he said that he was like actually nervous because he was pranking me. So I think that like played into his whole character because he actually was super nervous about it. And he says that he's a prankster from the UK from the prank channel Troll Station, which I totally have heard of Troll Station before and I know them, but I was caught off guard and it was out of context. Like people comment on our prank videos all the time if something's like a little off, like we pull a prank and we switch something out and the color is a shade different, or it's a substance like shaving for whipping cream. Like, oh, did you not smell the shaving cream and things like that? Like when you're going about your daily life, you're not looking for that thing, you don't really notice it. You're not looking for it. So like this guy, he comes up to me, it's out of context, I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't recognize him from his channel. And oh man, like it was crazy. They got me and they got John. John was just like, you know, John was like steaming, didn't know how to handle it. And yeah, I think that like now after I know it was a prank, that was, you know, that was kind of funny. I was like, okay, you totally got me. Like, whoa. He was a really, really good actor, but the video won't end up going up on their channel. They were trying to film it, but because we hired a private security team, they said that they don't want to be on camera because it could, you know, jeopardize their work. And Troll Station was actually really cool and respectful about that. They said like, okay, no problem. And the security guard kind of ended up blocking the camera anyway when he pulled the guy aside. So that was the prank that was pulled on us in London. totally got us. We ended up having a great time chatting with our viewers. We still had a lot of fun, but now we will always remember the time we were pranked when we came to visit London. Hey, leave a comment in the description below if anyone has ever pulled a really good prank on you or got you. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and always remember that I love you and stay tuned for more videos. Mwah.